Now to that deadly drug raid investigation. There are bombshell revelations in an affidavit that appears to show a flawed investigation. That document also revealing confidential informants had never bought drugs at the home on Harding Street where that raid took place.
That's right, all pointing to at least one Houston police officer who lied while obtaining the warrant to raid that home, in fact.
It is a story that Channel 2 Investigates first broke at click2houston.com and in our midday newscast just today.
Tonight, Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo is sitting down for an exclusive one-on-one interview with investigator Mario Diaz to answer questions about the behavior of narcotics officers tied to that deadly raid. Mario joins us live with what the chief had to say. Mario?
Jonathan, Lauren, tough questions in the midst of a scandal for the chief. But Chief Art Acevedo did call for a one-on-one interview after our report, all surrounding this affidavit. Frightening details filled with lies and rogue behavior by HPD officers who swore to defend the law, not break it. Why should Houstonians tonight not be concerned with your department? Because reading this is terrifying to many people.
Well, look, we are a department of 5,200 people. The actions of one person or two persons is not reflective of the excellence of our department.
Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo responding in a one-on-one interview with Channel 2 Investigates following our bombshell report. Legal documents revealing lying cops, policy violations, potential criminal acts after a botched drug raid that left Dennis Tuttle and his wife Regina dead. What was your reaction when you saw the facts within this affidavit?
Well, you know, when you see the facts in this affidavit, it causes it's great concern.
The affidavit created by Acevedo's own Special Investigations Unit, a veteran sergeant laying out the facts to secure a search warrant, damning revelations including no confidential informant ever made a drug buy at the Tuttle's home, contrary to the narcotics officer's original storyline.
It's really important for the community to realize we still had a reason to be at that home. We should not draw final conclusions, as disturbing as it is, until we uncover every single investigative lead.
Chief, you indicated you had reason to be at that home. There appears to be no reason listed in this affidavit.
But to remember, that affidavit is but one piece of a very comprehensive investigation. It's important for people to realize and remember that we still have the video from our patrol units, the CAD calls, everything that set into motion this series of events. Having said that, you know, when you lie in an affidavit or you mislead in an affidavit, that is a very serious offense. It's a serious criminal offense,
and it's an officer of yours that is doing it, sir.
Absolutely. And so guess what? No one gets a pass on this department. None of us.
Acevedo says whenever deadly force is used by a police department, the FBI and DOJ automatically monitors it. But what about going a step further? Would you be open to having the feds come in and investigate this case?
You know, let me tell you something. I run this department, like I tried to explain to the union last week. I've already been in communication with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Department of Justice.
The affidavit says Officer Gerald Goins of the HPD's Narcotics Division provided officers, including a high-ranking Narcotics Division supervisor, 2 different names of confidential informants. Those informants do not exist. Does Officer Goins compromise any previous cases that he's been involved with the HPD in this city as a result of his actions in this case?
Okay, my focus right now, our primary focus is this ongoing investigation. But under Brady, we have to go back and we have to look at all the cases he was involved in.
Acevedo says this is all part of an ongoing investigation, one that he says will leave no stone unturned. The chief also making it clear during our conversation that this affidavit was done by his investigators, and the facts inside already shows that his Special Investigations Unit will not pull any punches in exposing criminal acts. Now, Jonathan and Lauren, the entire Channel 2 Investigates team will continue to work this story. We are far from done here.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Sounds that way. Keep us updated. Thanks a lot for that report, Mario.